Okay guys, so I'm gonna try an experiment and apply a pair of the Reshoevn8r sole shields on a pair of my Yeezy Turtle Dove 350 Boost. I don't know exactly how well it's gonna be, how well it will stick to the shoe because of all the ridges along it, but I'm getting annoyed with the scratching of the plastic on the bottom when I wear it. So I want to try and protect this so that way it's not scratched and deteriorating when I walk around in them. So I'm going to try and apply it on there so that way to protect it. So Reshoevn8r Sole Shield comes with two of the, what it asks for you to have is basically a hair dryer or a heat gun. Okay. Pair of scissors, of course, because you're going to cut the outline of the shoe, and a Sharpie to trace the shoe line. So, if you guys watched my OVO, when I did the OVO, applying that one took me 30 minutes to apply because the heat gun, well, my air dryer, took a long time, and that was like a 30-minute review. So I'm not going to make this too long. I'm going to try and make it quick. I'm going to cut out some areas so that way I just show you where I cut out the design. I heat it up a little bit and apply it real quickly, and then I'll cut it and I'll show you the finished product, so that way it's not a 30-minute long video. So what it comes with is these two grip tape. Well, 4 of them actually. This is what you'll apply to the bottom of the shoe, so that way after you apply it to the bottom of the shoe and it doesn't slip. It comes with 2 alcohol wipes so you can wipe down the shoe. It says it works best on shoes that are already clean. However, I've worn my Yeezys about 4 or 5 times now, so they're already dirty. But last night I prepped it and cleaned it with some shoe cleaner already. So I'm gonna wipe it down with the alcohol wipe anyway, and see if it hopefully works. So let's wipe this down with the alcohol wipe. And like I said, I don't really know how it's gonna look. If it's gonna look funky, if it doesn't look right, if it looks messed up, I'm probably just gonna rip it off and wear the Yeezys like normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and alcohol wipe down the shoe. So sorry guys, I'm not trying to make this too long. I just want to make sure I get every area covered, so that way the 3M sticks to it on there. Now I don't know if I've seen a video of anybody applying the Sole Shield to a Yeezy Boost, but like I said, I want to protect the bottom pieces from scratching more, just because of this gel coating on the bottom of it. I think that they really shouldn't have done that, because it just makes it look terrible afterwards. But I think that's good enough. So let's go ahead and dry off want to trace the outline of the shoe onto the sheet itself. The clear part, this milky part, is the let me see here. Let me see if I can get this one down a little bit so I make sure I'm tracing the right side. Yeah. Okay, so the dark milky section is going to be the one you trace, and this side is going to be the one you is going to be on the bottom of the shoe. So let's start with the first shoe. Now the shoe itself will not cover the whole upper. You notice that there's not enough material to cover it, so I'm just going to do the front. I'm going to try and do mostly some of the front, and then along just the bottom of it, so that way I can protect the just the bottom and the where it scrapes along the back. So let's go ahead and trace it and see how this goes. So I'm going to use my Sharpie, and I'm going to trace the shoe. Alright, so I've traced the outline of the shoe, and you notice that I made it a little bit wider up here, so that way it would cover this top piece. So if you see it, it covers the top area. So I'm going to give it a little bit of space when I do cut it. And hopefully this won't be a total fail and a waste of a sole shield, as I don't really plan to order another one if I do mess up. So like I said, the OVO took me about 30 minutes, which was a really pain in the ass. just heating it up. It probably would have been better if I had a heat gun, but using a blow dryer, it didn't really heat up the sole too hot to where it actually stuck really well. But maybe that's just, it was because it was my first time applying it to the shoe. Or my first experience of applying Slow Shield to the shoe. So hopefully maybe this time around it will go a lot faster. Like I said, it probably doesn't have to be perfect because let's see. If I can just get this part to cover most of this right here. Then I'll be happy with that. Okay, so let's start heating this up. Mainly, like I said, I wanted this to cover just the bottom. It's probably better that I didn't go all the way up. So what we're gonna do now is peel this off. And I'm having a difficult time peeling it off, so let me see. There we go. Okay, so I got it. So you see it peels off right here. Okay, so you see that's clear. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it down here. And so it's already a little bit sticky. You can see. And I'm going to try and place the shoe on there to get it to fit right. Actually, you know what? Let's put it on this way. Okay, so you know what? I'm not going to cover this part right here. So I'm going to cut this off. I wanted to cover that white piece right there. But I don't think I want it to cover that white piece anymore. Because when I start to blow dry it, I don't think it's going to adhere right. Unless I actually were to trim the sides here, maybe. So let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and trim this. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and trim this a little. I'm not even gonna deal with that. It just seems like it's too much of a hassle, so I'm just gonna cut this part off. Okay, so I trimmed that part off. The rest of it looks like it's sticking pretty nicely. Actually, I need to cut this one a little bit more. Okay, and so what they say for you to do let's reset this. Let's pull this off. Now let's reset the shoe that it fits so that it fits correctly. this might be better if I did this on a black surface. So I'm gonna grab a Nike box. Sorry for the noise, but at least I'll be able to see a little bit more clearly here. Alright, so here's the gluey part on it, and I want to make sure that it fits correctly on here. So let's trim this and make it look even and rounded. Okay. Alright, so let's stick it on the shoe. You guys can see it's pretty sticky. I'm having a hard time getting my fingers off of it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's put the shoe on there. I guess we'll know in a minute if this fails or not. Go ahead and get this to stick to the boost material on the inside, so that way there's not like a huge air gap bubble pocket in there. Okay, so the next tricky part of this is to heat the bottom so that it sticks to the shoe. Sorry guys if I'm taking a long time, I just want this to look right. I don't want it to look all messed up and jacked up. So I'm trying to take my time here a little bit. And that's why I'm only doing one shoe first, because you guys won't see the second shoe because I don't want to take up your time. But so what it says is to take a dirty sock because it's gonna get hot, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna use basically a sock to heat the bottom of the shoe. Heat the bottom of the shoe. While I finish this up, heating it up and trying to get this stuck to the shoe, I'll show you the finished product afterwards, okay? So I'm gonna cut it for right now. Okay guys, so back from picking up from where I left off, like I said, I didn't want to show you guys a whole 30-minute video of me heating the bottom of the shoe. So here's the finished product. I'm gonna have to go over it again because I didn't realize that the Yeezy Boost has so many air pockets in it. So just heating the pockets up, heating the bottom of the shoe up, there's so many air pockets and grooves in the shoe that it's leaving air pockets right here that's not sticking to the shoe. So it's not adhering correctly because of the air pockets. So you see this indenture right here causing a huge air pocket right here, causing a huge air pocket right here and here. So because it's not being able to be sealed, I can't heat it up to where it's completely sealed the sides of it. Now I don't think there's going to be an issue walking around, just as long as it protects the bottom. I could always buy another sole shield later and replace it again, just as long as it doesn't continue to keep scratching the bottom up. Now to finish this off, I would use these grip tape markers. You just peel the sides off, and I plan to put one probably right here, probably across here, and then maybe one back down here, going across the back bottom. So that way I can get grip on the bottom so I'm not sliding all over the place from the shoe, because the shoe doesn't really slide around anyway if you're on a surface, but just in case I want to put these on there so that way I don't slip and hurt myself. But I'm gonna try later on again to reheat this again to get it to stick. Like I said, I was hoping that this would not happen, but with the Yeezy 350 Boost, with all these groove marks and these air pockets in here, it makes it really difficult to make this seal up correctly. On the OVOs, if you go watch my OVO video, it's a flat surface. There's groove marks for when you bend the shoe, so when the shoe bends and flexes, but it stayed flat and sealed to the shoe. So I didn't really have very many issues with that. But if you intend to use this for a Yeezy Boost, be prepared that it's not going to work as well as other shoes. It may work better maybe if you had like a heat gun. The hair dryer didn't work as well. But you have to also understand that it gets very hot when you're doing this. So just trying to get this to melt onto the shoe and stick on there, it's very difficult. So once again, later on I'm gonna try again to get this to stick. It's just that the reason being is that because there's an air pocket right here, is shoving air out through here and causing this right here to not stick, if you can notice that. So if Reshoevn8r is watching this, maybe you guys can message me to solve this issue, or maybe even do a demonstration yourself of how to apply these to maybe a 350 Yeezy Boost correctly. Because if you notice that the pattern cut out, alright, it fits pretty much perfectly, but I think the problem of the gaps would have been solved a lot more easily if there was more space to cover the sides of the shoe. Because if you look at it, right, it doesn't go all the way up the side of the shoe. Okay? So if they would have maybe made it bigger, made it just a little bit bigger, then it would have covered the entire sole of the shoe, and then I might have not been able to have that issue with the gap. But either way, I'm not unsatisfied with it. I think it's going to do its job of protecting the sole, and even if it doesn't, I'll just rip it off later and wear it. Still, I just wanted to use this to protect it so that way it wouldn't continue to tear away at this plastic bottom to damage it. Because like if you see here, it's already scraping it off. Down here, it's scraping it off. Back here at the back, it's scraping. So that was my main concern of wanting to put the social on here. I was originally going to use the social for my black OVO 10s that I got. But I'm not too certain if I'm going to order another pair or not. Just because of it having to take so long just to heat up and stick to the shoe. But we'll see how this works out, and I'll do another review in a few days or later on after a couple wear tests to see how it holds up. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys got some information out of this. Maybe consider using Reshoevn8r sole shields for your shoes to protect the bottom, so you don't have to constantly clean the bottoms. rare shoes that you might have, or if you wanted to just protect the soles instead of having to clean them all the time, then it's probably a good bet to, maybe buy these. They're not too expensive, about maybe 20-30 bucks, but and they're always having sales. So look them up. It's Reshoevn8r.com. Okay, Reshoevn8r.com. So the customer service is good, and when they ship out the product, they ship it fairly quickly, so it only takes maybe about 2 or 3 days to get to you after it's been shipped. So I haven't had any issues with my OVO so far yet, but we'll see how this one goes. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up button. Peace, guys.